Today I'm sharing my favorite mature beauty YouTubers that maybe you've never heard of. So if you want to find out who I'm watching and loving, just stay tuned. Welcome back. I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman. I'm really so excited about today's video. This is one I'd wanted to do for a long time because I have so much passion and heart behind it. I'm really glad you're here. I'm going to be sharing with you who I'm watching and loving in the mature beauty YouTuber video world. Most of them maybe you've never even heard of, so I hope you'll keep watching. There's a lot of great gals out there sharing a lot of great information. Before we get started, if you're not subscribed to my channel and you'd like to be, just go ahead and click that red button down below and make sure you hit that notification bell so you get a heads up when there's something new to watch. So today we're going to be talking about YouTube beauty channels for the mature woman that maybe you've never heard of. And you know what? That's the tough thing, is that there are so many wonderful mature beauty YouTubers out there, but we don't ever hear about them. And I'll tell you why. Because we go onto YouTube, and I know I do this all the time too. That's how I got started with my own channel, is because I was loving the content I was seeing on YouTube for us mature women. And I go in there and type mature beauty, you know, mature makeup, mature skincare, and I would get a list of wonderful YouTubers with bigger channels, and it would be all of them. It'd be 5 videos of one and 6 videos of another and 7 videos of another. But as far as the smaller channels, they would never come up because it's always the bigger channels, and that's wonderful, and I'm happy for them. You know what? Because they've earned it. They've built a huge audience and they've given out so much wonderful content. But as far as the smaller, newer YouTubers, you never will find out about them or hear about them because they just don't come up in your feed or in your search. You almost have to have someone say, hey, go over and watch this channel, or hey, pay attention to this gal, she's great. That's the only way you're going to find out about them, because they just don't show up. And here's the cool reason why you want to tune in to these younger, newer, mature beauty YouTubers, is that they're very engaged in their channel. They have a smaller audience. They're going to get back to you if you have questions. They're very hardworking, and they're really giving out a lot of great information. And wouldn't it be fun for you to find a couple of smaller channels, newer channels, women our age that are talking about skincare and beauty, and really follow them along as they grow their channel and they grow their base and they grow their content that they're sharing with you about what they're learning about skincare and beauty. I just think there's so much value to finding these smaller YouTube channels and supporting these channels, because it's the community that you'll be able to get involved in with these smaller channels that's really going to be rewarding for you. You'll be able to get your questions asked. You'll be able to interact with the other supporters of that channel, the other people that are loving that channel. So it's a great way for you to really learn a lot about the questions you have, meet some new people, and just have a wonderful time watching a newer YouTuber grow. I've been lucky enough to be introduced, you know, I'll meet one gal and she'll suggest another gal and she'll suggest another gal. So I've been lucky to find some great YouTubers who are just gals like you and me, interested in makeup, interested in skincare, wanting to look their best, or just wanting to have fun with makeup. I've got some that I just want to share with you because I'm not sure you're going to find them otherwise. I don't think they're going to come up in search because the channels are smaller. Today I want to tell you about the gals that I'm loving, watching, and supporting, and I hope you'll check them out and go over and support them too. The first channel I want to share is my darling friend Jeannie from Get This Glowing. And if you're not familiar with Jeannie, you're really going to want to be. She is adorable. She's beautiful. She has the sweetest, nicest personality. She's so fun to watch. And I'll tell you what, here's the thing. There's a couple of things about Jeannie that just captured my heart with her. First of all, she is so funny. And she's the kind of gal, and you'll know this, that doesn't realize how funny she is. She's just so in love with makeup and so in love with the products that are out there and so funny about it. She's just a treat. And the other thing is honestly, and I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart, I don't think the CEO of Revlon knows more about makeup than Jeannie does. She just has such a knowledge base. And again, I don't think she realizes how much she knows. You know, I'll be talking on the phone with Jeannie and she'll be listing off these products and that products and those colors and this and that and the other thing and how this is a dupe for that and da da da. She knows makeup backwards and forwards, and she's so generous with her channel. If you like learning a lot about makeup, because I'm telling you, this gal knows more about makeup than anyone I've ever met. Truly, it's amazing. And she's sweet, and she's honest, and she's real, and she's funny. Check her out. The next channel I want to talk about is my friend Julie from Julie's Beautiful Life. And she is just such a sweetheart. When I'm watching Julie's channel, I get the feeling that I'm hanging out with my best friend from high school. Someone that's just so comfortable, so warm, so real, so authentic. She's just as natural as can be. She loves makeup. She loves skincare. She shares great information. She's just darling and lovely to watch and so calm and so comforting when she does her videos. And I just feel like she is as authentic as anyone can get. You know, she does some great videos sharing her skincare routine, sharing makeup that she's purchased. She does some fun unboxings. And while doing it, it's just like you're sitting there having a cup of coffee with someone you've known for 40 years. Julie over at Julie's Beautiful Life. Go on over and check her out. I think you're really going to enjoy her. Lee over at the channel Love Lee is just a darling, darling girl. This is how I would describe Lee. Let's say you have a big group of girlfriends and you're all going away for, I don't know, a weekend in Palm Springs. Everybody wants to be roommates with Lee because she's just so sweet and so perky and so fun and easygoing and just darling. It's like I don't know how else to describe her. She's just a darling, darling girl. Now, Lee's channel, she primarily focuses on skincare because she believes that beauty starts with good skincare. And I think that's such a brilliant premise because, boy, if you have beautiful skin, you're going to have a beautiful makeup application on top of it. Lee does a great job of talking about skincare and the makeup she's using, but I think the strongest thing about Lee is that she's just such a wonderfully warm, sweet, honest, real personality. And she just does a great job of just speaking from her heart. She generally sits on the floor. I think she's sitting on the floor in front of her couch and just talks about what's new in her world as far as makeup and skincare. She has a smaller channel. I think the story of her channel is that she promised herself that on her milestone birthday, her 50th birthday, she would do a YouTube video. And, you know, lucky for us, she's continued on with it. You'll want her to be your new best friend. Go over there and give her some support. Next, I want to share a wonderful channel. It's Makeup Queenie 68. I mean, who doesn't want to be a makeup queen? Wasn't that a brilliant name for a channel? Makeup Queenie is super, super fun to watch. She has beautifully filmed videos, really well done. The lighting's great. She looks beautiful. She just does a really great job of putting together some wonderful makeup videos. Here's the thing that I find particularly entertaining and engaging about Makeup Queenie's channel is that she does some really unique looks with her eyeshadow palette. She changes it up a little bit. She's probably, I know she's a lot braver than I am about the colors that she uses for her eyeshadow. She just does her own thing, and she always says this in her videos, and I love this part. She says, let's play makeup. And doesn't that remind you of when you were a little girl and you just wanted to play makeup? She hasn't lost that delightful fun about just playing with makeup. For her, it's playtime and fun time, and she just does a really, really good job of sharing her thoughts about makeup, how she applies her makeup, how she changes things up. She really doesn't follow the rules, and she really comes up with some wonderfully unique creative looks that I wouldn't have come up with. She enjoys it all the way. You can tell that she's really, really in her happy place. Makeup Queenie 68. Go over there and take a look at a few of her videos. I think that you'll just find her incredibly engaging. Her videos are beautiful to watch, and she just does such a great job being super creative with her makeup. The last couple of channels I'm going to talk about are a little bit larger, and you might have heard about them, but I really didn't feel like I could make this video without including them. The first one is Loving and Fun and Funny Mary from Glitzy Fritzie. If you're not familiar with Glitzy Fritzie, you absolutely are going to want to be. She is, and she's funny, she's fun, she's super, super chatty. You know what Mary's like? She's like your very, very favorite neighbor. The one that you hope will always come over and have coffee with you when no one's home, because you really want to hear her latest stories and the good stuff she's got to tell you about. When Mary does a video, it's much more like you're just hanging out with a girlfriend while she's putting on her makeup. It is about watching a makeup tutorial, which is so fun. And Mary has been doing makeup videos here on YouTube for a few years now, and she just does a brilliant job. You know, she knows makeup backwards and forwards. She knows brushes, she knows skincare, she knows products, she knows lines, she knows palettes. She just knows her stuff. But the fun part is that she doesn't necessarily insist that you learn everything that she knows. She's pretty much just chatting with you, telling you funny stories while she's doing her makeup. When you go over to Mary's channel and watch one of her videos, make sure you stay to the very end, because there's a little treat at the very end. And once you find out what's at the very end of her videos, you'll never not stay to watch those, because they're such a delight. So head on over to Glitzy Fritzie, watch Mary. She's a darling doll. She's been so generous putting together just tons and tons of great content. The last channel I want to talk about is a larger channel, just deserves so much love and so much support. She's just worked so hard for years now, giving us great information, great makeup, great skincare, just great everything, and that's Mrs. Melissa M. She is probably, you know, she's one of the queens of mature beauty videos here on YouTube, sharing selflessly her information on beauty for the mature woman for quite some time now. And she just has a wealth of wonderful information videos and shares so much good information over on her channel. I first stumbled across Mrs. Melissa M when I very first started looking at YouTube videos. What was so engaging and delightful about her is she is warm and real and authentic, and she shares her life with you. I think that that's really something that can make you feel so much more engaged and so much more connected with someone when they're really honest with you about their life. She has a substantial following. She has a great channel. She has tons of wonderful videos, and she still just shares from the heart. She is just like hanging out with your best friend. She's just a delightful woman and really deserves the big following that she has. If by chance you're not familiar with Mrs. Melissa M, head on over there. You're going to find so much great information about makeup, about skincare, about application, about brushes, anything to do with being a mature woman and, you know, putting together a look that's really going to work for you. She can definitely offer so much great information for you. Check out Mrs. Melissa M. She's a darling doll. Subscribe to her channel and subscribe to all these channels, because they're all wonderful women giving great content very generously. We'd really appreciate your support. Well, thank you for joining me today. I hope this was useful and helpful for you. I know that finding the smaller channels can be hard sometimes, but then it's such a delight when you do. Whatever channels, the smaller channels that you watch, make sure you put them down below so that we can really get these channels out there, so that we can all go in and support these gals and learn from them and find out what they're using and want to use and love too. Make sure you shout out at least 1 or 2 channels that you're familiar with that are smaller. Love to have our support, and it'd be a great find for us as well. So thank you again for taking time out of your day to spend it with me. It always just tickles me when you do stop by. Again, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50. If you're not subscribed and you'd like to be, go ahead and just smash that subscribe button down below and click that notification bell so you know when there's a new video out for you to watch. Make it a great day, a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye now.